Hey, what is going on? It is Crypto Bobby. Hope you are having a great day, great night, wherever you are watching or listening in from. Today, have a video for you from a past NAC3 conference. It was the previous one in San Francisco. Going to be releasing a number of these in the coming week or so, including one from Carter Thomas over at Coin Mastery, which should be awesome. This one specifically from AChain, but there is another NAC3 happening out in Vegas on December 8th. Myself, the guys from Crypto Street Podcast, Greg Rocco, at Abstropoulos on Twitter, Chico Crypto, Ready Set Crypto, a number of pretty awesome people going to be at that event. So I'd love to see you there. I'll include a link if you want to check out tickets below. But also, in addition to the videos from that, I am in the process of finalizing my unboxing video for the Casa node, Bitcoin Lightning node. So that should be done pretty shortly. Went through most of the setup process last evening, going through the editing now of that unboxing video, including me cursing and yelling at Alexa on my TV. And then there we go. There's Alexa. And then in addition to that, also we'll be doing a YouTube Live Crypto Happy Hour this evening. It is November 6th. So 9 p.m. Eastern Time, November 6th, we'll be doing a Crypto Happy Hour. It's been a little bit of time, so grab a beer, get something ready to go. Water, wine, don't really care. Would love to see you on that, but let's get to the video now.
I just want to know my audience. Every time I do a presentation, I've been doing about 5 for AChain, and almost nobody knows about it. How is it here on the West Coast? Most I did was on the East Coast. So who here knows about AChain already? Wow, pretty cool. You know, last one I did in Chicago, there was only one person about on 500 people. So, okay, I'm going to talk about the platform. So what's AChain first? So AChain is a public blockchain platform. It's open source, so you can compare it to already existing platform like Neo or like Ethereum. What we do is that we offer a platform for developers to issue tokens, smart contracts, and build up dApps. My goal today is to explain you what's the difference between AChain and all those other platforms and how we think we're going to solve problems that other platforms already had in the past. So what we did, AChain has been founded in 2015 by Gupal Technology. It's a company in China. We're investing. They were a fintech company. They decided to create this protocol, the AChain protocol, and registered in Singapore under the name of AChain Foundation. So if you add to AChain Foundation, what they did also since then is that they created a lot of apps on AChain ecosystem. So they already created a decentralized wallet. They already created some other apps that were for self, like self, that you can basically sell your future and sell your potential and tokenize yourself. So AChain and Gupal Technology, the Gupal group, is actually working on multiple projects. We have 300 kind of employees in the company in Beijing right now, and we have 40 developers that are working full-time only on AChain protocol. As for the community, we have a community that's currently worldwide. We have about 30 community managers. I'm one of them. I'm remotely working from Montreal, but we have people in Europe. We have an office that we just opened 2 months ago here in Palo Alto, and they will be there with me later on beside the bar just to answer up your questions. And if you want to network with them, we're going to be happy to answer your questions a bit later too, just beside the bar. We have a table there. So what's AChain vision? So AChain has been built from the start to really fit some business-specific needs. We have built a platform on the first, the goal was to build a platform and a blockchain that was simple, efficient, and secure. So they choose to build it from the start on delegated proof of stake. They actually made it better. It's called result delegated proof of stake. It's more secure and more stable. And because it's proof of stake and about proof of work, of course, it's a bit more centralized than Ethereum is, but we are able to achieve with the delegated proof of stake consensus type a speed of 1,000 transactions per second. So that was the first goal. When they did their ICO last year in July, they raised 3,000 Bitcoin in 61 seconds, and the mainnet was already launched. So the product itself, it's nice to say because in crypto, there's a lot of companies or assets or tokens that don't have an actual working product. Well, you can use AChain and code on it right now. You can go on the AChain.com website, you can consult our API, RPC document, and you can use it to issue smart contracts and assets. So that was the first stage. Last month, we entered in the second stage of our roadmap, which is the Galaxy Fork Network. So how AChain wanted to face the scalability problem. They thought that every company have specific needs, and you will agree with me. For example, if McDonald's tomorrow would need a blockchain to record, for example, their transaction, they would need to have a blockchain that's really fast, that can handle a lot of transaction, that's also a lot cheap, but they won't really be necessarily need security on the network that's as high as a company would need if they would record real estate transaction. So what AChain did is that they built AChain main chain modular, so it would be easy to fork. So they are using hard forking to create subchain that are tailored or customized to fit specific business need. And we call it blockchain as a service. So what the company does is that they consult you. You can come to us and ask us, look, we have this company. We want to use blockchain for a specific use, and we'd like to build a perfect blockchain for a company. And what we do is that we use, of course, our employees, our engineers, and we tailor a specific blockchain by hard forking and copying AChain main chain, customizing it. So we can change the consensus type, we can change the block type, we can really build yourself your own specific public blockchain. And what's wonderful also about it is by having your own chain, it also solves a lot of security problem because you won't be affected by other chain on the network. For example, if a competitor or if another app on Ethereum uploads a deficient smart contract, it can affect your chain, right? Because you're all on the same blockchain. But with AChain, it won't be the case because you will have your own specific subchain separate from the other chains on the network. So what we're heading to right now, we are looking here for some partners to grow our network of subchain that are customized. And within the end of the year, we want to add another level to solve the interconnectivity problem. So AChain is actually working right now on a value exchange protocol. What this protocol will allow is it will connect and allow inter-chain communication and also inter-chain smart contract execution. So multiple dApps will be able to speak to each other and exchange information using ACT as a gas on the network. So why should you choose AChain as a business? So there are mainly 7 big advantages of choosing AChain over the other existing platform. So first, AChain, like I told you already, is fast. We have a block time of 10 seconds and 1,000 transactions per second. It takes about 3 seconds for the network to synchronize and about 7 seconds to execute a smart contract. We are way more secure than many other platforms. And the only reason why we're more secure, well, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons we're more secure than the other platform is that we built a sandbox. I don't know if people here know what a sandbox is, but when you do a programming, you usually can test your code before upgrading it on a network, on a platform. That's what we did. So we created a sandbox that you can test your smart contracts. It's actually a smart sandbox. It has kind of an AI in it, and it rejects faulty smart contracts. So it's a step you take before upgrading your code, your smart contracts in a network to prevent any security problems. This I talked to you about it, but mainly we're working on delegated proof of stake. So we have 99 agent nodes that are packing or mining the new blocks, and all the other people in the community that are running the heavy wallet can validate those nodes. So this is a bit more complicated, but it's how the value exchange protocol will work. So basically, like I told you, you're gonna be able to share information with the other apps using this protocol we're building. This protocol will be released in Q3 this year, so pretty soon. So you will be able to exchange purely information, interact also with non-blockchain technology, and also use this protocol to execute smart contracts that would be interchain. Also, one thing to note is that because we're running on delegated proof of stake, AChain is actually pretty cheap. Right now, the transaction cost is 0.01 ACT, which is about 0.002 USD, which is a lot cheaper than any other platform. So if you plan to make an application that will need a lot of transaction volume, it's pretty interesting for those businesses to have so low cost and so low cost for transactions. AChain also, if you use our platform, you'll be granted the use of our already software. So what we build, we have, of course, we have a Mac wallet, we have a Windows wallet, we have a decentralized wallet, which is our mobile wallet, which is Kcash. So all of those wallets, you can use them well, you can use them if you upload your project on our platform. And we're also working right now with this forking theory and tailored customized chain. We want to start to offering deeper business as a service solution. So we want to start offering consultation for existing businesses to help them build their chain. So that's also where we are here why we are here today, is to help you out. So if you have any specific questions, any specific business, you're looking for a blockchain solution but you don't know where to go, you're maybe asking yourself what kind of protocol you should use, what kind of consensus type would be better for your specific needs, come to us, we will refer you to our technical team, and we will help you tailor a perfect blockchain solution for your business case.
I want to took something for you. We're actually going to use AChain, and we're a social impact company. So if you are a social impact type company, if you want to make a difference and you're creating and innovating something that's going to change the world in a good way, please, I highly recommend AChain. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, and one of the reasons they chose us actually is also because we have so low cost for transaction. It's a big point when you want to have a project that has impact on communities and looking for some nonprofit and so it's really important that a network has a low transaction cost. Oops. Just skipped it. So I just wanted to show you our number of contracts. It's growing exponentially. Most of the project, I would say about 95% of our project on the platform right now are Chinese. But we're looking to expand in the West in January. So we're looking for new partners here that would like to help to build new project in North America and also in Europe. So we have 127 or 130 now smart contracts on the network. So we're supporting 130 assets. So if you go on a website, you can check in the browser and you'll have all the list of those assets and the smart contracts, just like if you go on Ethereum browser. So those are the partners we have in China. We have a couple of ones. We're associated with Blockshow, with Android Studio too in China. We have a lot of capital and VC that invested in us in China. We just raised $12 million in an AA plus round of financing. So, we're well known there in China. Many companies use us. The platform itself, it's about 40% of the transaction volume on the network are actually smart contracts. So the smart contracts are here, the assets are there, but they really are using the network. They're just not there for the show, they're using the platform, and it's really efficient. I suggest to every one of you that you download our wallet and just try a transaction with ACT coin. It takes less than 10 seconds to have the transaction done and validated. It's really quick. So just wanted to end this with why should you choose AChain as an investor, because I talked a lot about the business. But as an investor, ACT will be needed, like I told you, to execute smart contract, to register assets on a network. It will be used also in our VEP protocol, the value exchange protocol. So ACT itself is the key that will be running all those things in the network. So if you believe in AChain as the protocol, ACT will gain value over time, I'm sure about that. And also, we just implemented, not a long time ago, a loyalty program. This loyalty program, you can register it, it's pretty simple. What you do is that you receive monthly dividend in ACT out of the foundation reserve, and you will also usually get some free coins from our partners. So every time a new project develops on a platform, we ask for them to do some airdrop and to do some promotion to the ACT owners, so that our ACT owners and supporters and community get some dividend out of owning ACT. So you're just receiving free coins from projects sometimes that haven't gone through ICO yet. So it's pretty interesting. So my last word is that, every one of us can make a difference, but together we can change the world. And I think it's pretty true with AChain, because what we want to do is really have a specific solution for everyone, but we want to create a network that's well connected and that will be cohesive and that we can work out together to make the blockchain the new reality. Thanks a lot.
All right. Do we have any questions?
Yeah.
We have a question back there. Go ahead.
Yeah, so are you just kind of going to large companies and saying, hey, we'll take whatever you're doing and put it on the blockchain, like blockchain as a service? Or are you more like Ethereum, where it's like, oh, develop anything?
It's kind of both. You have this. It's open source, so you have the solution if you want to issue a coin and issue a smart contract on a platform, which is really cheap. But for a fee, we also offer blockchain as a service to biggest corporation who would like to have their own chain for themselves.
And then if developers are developing on it, which language is it? Is it in Solana?
Right now, it's coded in Lua, the virtual machine.
Lua?
Lua. Yeah, it's a Brazilian coding language that is pretty short and pretty light. That's why they choose it for the blockchain, because it's really quick. But we're working on implementing before the end of the year Python and Java.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
As far as the investing for the dividends and for the airdrops,
Yep.
is that something, do you need to own a minimum amount, and then is it...
Actually, no. What we do is that we do about 5 snapshots every month. So about one it's 5 snapshots. So about every month. And you only need to send one AC2 to a registration address to register your wallet address, and you'll receive those airdrops. So right now, the APR, annual ROI was about 12% in ACT.
Is that only if we use your wallet, or is that on the exchange?
No, not on exchange. You need to use the official wallets to do it. So that's our way also to have the coins a little bit out of the exchanges. And it's not really locked up, but it prevents people to just trade it and never hold it.
On that point, is there a time period that you're going to close that early investor period?
Well, for the loyalty program itself, if we go to the calculation and the amount we had reserved in the foundation, it should be running for the next 9 years.
At the moment, so there is no way we could use Python or JavaScript? Or
Not yet, but within the end of the year, you will be able to do it. Yeah, we're working on it. We know that Lua is not really popular as a language, but I've been told by our technical team, I'm no engineer myself, but I've been told it's really efficient for smart contract because it's really light language.
how can one learn this Lua? Or
Oh, you can learn Lua? On the website, we actually have the guide to the Lua language. For an experimented coder, I've been told that it takes about 1 week to learn. It's pretty easy.
Very nice language. Very lightweight, very simple.
Yeah, I'm going to make you do the presentation on Lua. You know a lot about it.
I got a question about fees on that.
Yeah.
So currently it's 0.01
Yeah.
What would be the process for actually changing those fees? Would that be something that would be decided centrally by AChain, the director board, or that actually?
Yeah, that's a good question. As for the loyalty program, it has been voted by the community. So we issued to the foundation. We send them some recommendation, and everyone in the community voted it. So as any other coins, there will be surely a voting process if we want to increase or change those fees. And as far I didn't say it, but it's really important, the agent nodes, the 9 agent nodes that we have that collect the transaction fees, those nodes right now are controlled by the foundation. They're not released to the public yet because we didn't want them to be buy out and to destroy the foundation. But they will be released in October to the public. And how it will work, it's not proof of stake. It's not the people that will hold the most that will become the agent node. It will be voted through the wallet by the community. So everyone will be able to apply to be an agent node. So it will be up to the merit more than just staking.
so it's possible in a year's time the cost goes up? I mean, if they take a vote and then the vote that, okay, the price goes up.
To what, sorry?
Your price advantage, the cost advantage
Yeah.
may change.
Yeah, it may change, but it's going to be voted, like I said, by the community. And of course, we want it to stay attractive to companies. So we need to think about it and always make it attractive to people and lower it if we need to stay competitive with the other platform. But one advantage with this is that we're running with a fee to encourage the community to be part of the network. And if I compare to EOS, for example, that they have no fee, well, those fees are hidden. It's going to be the company and the inflation on the coin that are going to be in the end the fee. So EOS has no max cap. There's an inflation with EOS. We don't. We have 1 billion supply maximum.
All right. Round of applause, guys.
Thanks a lot.